What's going on, YouTube? This is Captain Obvious, bringing you a sniper gameplay on BAKAARA. Let me take this for a second to apologize to my subscribers. I haven't been posting in, I'd like to say about a week, but it's been a week from hell for me. Monday, I got swamped with cases. Tuesday through Thursday, I had a conference, an Army-sponsored conference. It was AFAP, if anybody knows what that is. It's like improves the quality of life for military family type thing, and I got nominated for that, so I had to go do that conference for 3 days. And then Friday morning at the gym, I slipped in a puddle and dislocated my arm. Now that part right there is what I want to really talk about. In 2008, I had shoulder surgery on my left shoulder for an injury that I sustained in basic and AIT. And if you don't know what that is, that's like basic training, boot camp, and our job skills training, which taught me, how to be a cop, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, but heard that, got it fixed in 2008. Then I injured my right shoulder in like mid-2009 or so, and it's been, kind of pain here and there since then. But while I was at my investigation school in June-July time frame this year, I dislocated my right arm again, jacked it up pretty bad. It took about 45 minutes to get it back in. And I was stateside when this happened. I was in Missouri, Fort Leonard Wood, for anybody who knows where that is. But I dislocated at the gym, just horsing around playing basketball or something like that. I can't really exactly remember what I was doing. But I got, I injured it, called, or went up to the front desk and to see if anybody could, help me out with it, because I couldn't get it back to go back in, and usually I can, but it was like stuck out. And so they couldn't do it. They called the ambulance, went to the emergency room. And in the United States, the way they do it is, like, they'll give you pain medicine on the way to the emergency room if the doctor says it's okay. So they gave me some morphine. I was feeling pretty good by the time I got to the hospital. They put it back in, and then I went and got x-rays. Quick and painless, 45 minutes. Well, not painless. I mean, it hurt like hell, but for the lack of better words, quick and painless. So this time, dislocated, it's stuck out. Can't get it back in at all. It's not budging one bit. And so I go in and go to get it looked at it, and I'm in Germany now, of course. So we drive from, and the way the bases are set up here, like one base has like 10 different little bitty tiny pocket bases. Like they're small, but they're all under one command. So we're at one of these small bases, and the health clinic and my doctor is at another base. And so we drive like 20 minutes to this other base, meet my doctor. She's like, yeah, you've done this before. I don't really want to work on it. I'd rather you go to the emergency room and have like a specialist look at it. And so I go to the emergency room, which is like another 20-minute drive. So it's 40 minutes before anybody decides to do anything. And yeah, the ER doesn't have a standard symbol like you would see in in the States. There's no big sign that's red and white that says emergency this way. So excuse me. Anyway, so we drive. We walk around for like 5, 6, 7, something like that. About 10 minutes, and we finally get to the emergency room, and they're like, "Okay, have a seat." And like United States emergency room, they put you on a bed and they start working on you because you're in pain. Like, I don't know if anybody that's listening has ever dislocated their shoulder, but it hurts really bad. And so I'm sitting there, and they're asking all these things, and they're like, "Okay, the doctor will be with you shortly." So yeah, I'm sitting in a wheelchair at this point. They finally brought me a wheelchair. Thanks, yeah, whatever. And they're like, "Okay, sit down. The doctor will be here." And then a nurse comes, gets me, and He's like, does it hurt? I was like, yes. He's like, do you have any numbness? I was like, yeah, my pinky is completely numb, my wrist is completely numb, and my elbow is completely numb. And he's like, oh, that's a good sign for nerve damage. I was like, I don't think there's such thing as a good sign of nerve damage. Whatever. He's like, okay, well, you need an MRI. I'm like, okay. Or not an MRI, an X-ray. So they wheel us through the emergency room, through a little sliding door, and on the other side is X-ray. And I sit there for like a good 30 minutes waiting on an X-ray tech. And I spontaneously make like comments, and if anybody's in Germany listening, I totally didn't mean this. I was in pain and pissed off. I do not think Germany's a third world country. But I called them a third world country and said the hospital is the worst hospital in the world. And a doctor happened to be standing right behind me. He goes, what's the matter? I was like, well, I'm in a lot of pain. This has been dislocated since like 6:30 this morning, and nothing's been done about it. He's like, okay. They rushed me into the X-ray room. They do a quick X-ray or whatever. But they're moving me around, and you can't support yourself. You can't support your arm when there's no joint. Like the muscles won't lift your arm by itself and stuff. It makes more pain. So they're moving me around and stuff. It's hurting like hell. Finally, to get the X-rays, they put me on the table. Well, they wheel me back to the brain fart, the emergency room. It's like right across the hallway. Put me on the table. The doctor's like, "Does it hurt?" Yes. Of course it does. Where's the numbness at? I was like, my pinky all the way down, the outside of my hand. My wrist entirely is numb. I've got a little bit of numbness, tingling in my forearm area, and then my elbow, like at the back. I don't know how to describe it. You got your upper arm, for lack of better words. I'm a medical major. And your upper arm, where it meets your elbow, right in there, that was numb as well. He's like, okay, cool. They stick an IV in, give me some. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't morphine though, but it was similar to morphine. And they give me some pain medicine, poke it around, put it back in. This time, 2 hours have passed. My arm is finally back together. 2 hours have passed. The doctor looks at the X-ray. He's like, you've probably sustained permanent nerve damage. So that's where I'm at. That's why I've had such a crappy week. This is Saturday evening here in Germany, like 7 o'clock at night. So yeah, I took all day because I was planning on doing a commentary yesterday to make up for what I missed yesterday morning after PT, but I was at the emergency room for 2 hours. So that's why I haven't been posting, guys. I apologize. I'd like to get back to my regular schedule and keeping everybody entertained at least once every other day. But this game's coming to an end. I'd like to thank all my subs. We've got just about 60 by now for tuning in and showing some appreciation. And once again, thanks everybody, and I'm sorry that I've been out for so long. Everyone have a good day and a great weekend. Goodbye.